Would you rather smash and get smashed by other players, or win roughly 50% of your games? Your preference on this is going to decide if you prefer skill-based matchmaking or random matchmaking, and there are pros and cons to both. The interesting thing is that this conversation has actually been leaking outside of fighting games. In a lot of first-person shooter games, skill-based matchmaking is actually looked at as a negative because it detracts from the viewer experience to have to play extremely sweaty games every time you queue up. To explain the difference, let's look at a group of people queuing up for a game. All of these people are looking at the same time, with the people on the bottom right being brand new players and the people on the top left being seasoned veterans. You are going to be somewhere in the middle of this group. You played the game for a while, but you're not quite a pro, so we're going to put you in the top middle row. Now, in skill-based matchmaking, you're going to play somebody roughly your own skill level. This means that the goal of the matchmaking is to get you to about a 50% win rate. Some of the time you're going to win, some of the time you're going to lose, but you're probably going to have close matches in this tier. The other option to this is going to be random matchmaking, and random matchmaking, as the name implies, means that you can get matched up with anyone in this group. Random matchmaking can be rough because the matches can feel extremely one-sided at times, but it does create a really interesting hammer and nail dynamic that players can take advantage of. If you find yourself matched up against somebody who's a lot higher skill level than you, unfortunately you're going to be the nail in this match, but there's a lot that you can learn from this loss. Try to watch the combos that they're doing and the situations where they pressure you. Especially if they play the same character as you can really keep an eye out for what they're doing and use that to improve your own game. There's a lot of situations where I play fighting games, and if I'm playing somebody who just destroys me as the character that I am, I will go back and watch that replay and just steal everything they're doing. You don't have to know exactly why it works at first, and you'll figure it out the more that you use it, but anything you can take from somebody who's more successful than you is going to help you implement pieces of that into your own game plan. On the flip side of that, when you come across a match where you are just destroying the person, then today is the opposite because now you are the hammer. There's a lot of different ways to think about how to play when it's a very one-sided match, but as the hammer, there's really only one rule. Don't be a dick. That's really it. If you want to practice stuff, fine. If you want to try a new combo, fine. The only thing is that everybody has been the nail at some point, and it's not fun to just have somebody try to win with literally one button, or teabag constantly, or run away with a health lead. Just don't be a dick. It's not that hard. It's pretty simple. So that's it. Those are the two types of matchmaking. Most games will utilize some form of both, and they'll let you move to a more lenient tier of matchmaking if you want to play against better people, or wait a little bit longer if you want to play against people your own skill level. But either way, you're going to get a good mix of both hammer and nail and really close nail-biting matches, which I think is when fighting games are at their best. So which type do you prefer? Let me know in the comments, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.